Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today I have a never too small space that you can decorate and DIY on your own. So come join me for this decorate with me in a small laundry room that is going to have huge impact and visual beauty. Let's get right into it. What you're looking at now is an overview of the entire room. There is storage, which is already open shelving, but she didn't want open shelving. She wanted shelving that was closed, that she can conceal all of the things that she uses on the daily, on the weekly, for her regular household chores, especially since this is a laundry room. Again, it is a small laundry room, but it is definitely packed with the decent amount of space to get in and out of there and do what is needed for the space. First, she went ahead and purchased two cabinetries that were very large inside for the lowers, and then two extra ones for the uppers because we wanted them to go all the way up to the ceiling height. And of course, you see here the tradesman that came in, and he's going to install all of the cabinetry, and big kudos and thanks to him for all of his hard work that he continues to do all around the house when it is necessary for any of these projects that is going to be continually going on for a while. Here, as you can see, the cabinetry has definitely been installed, and this is what it's looking like as of now. Next we have here is this door. She doesn't want the door that you use when you enter into the laundry room because, as you can see, it is taking up a whole wall space that she definitely wants to use and see visually when she is in this space. I'm going to go ahead and remove this door from the hinges and open the space up even more. There will be a door installed on the outside, which is going to be a sliding door in the hallway that you can slide across. That way there is no obstruction whatsoever for the space when you are in there, in case she wants to take down the beautiful piece of art that you'll see coming up later that is very glam and has a huge impact in the space. We didn't want a bunch of little or a lot of little pieces along the walls. We wanted something that was just visually impactful and had some meaning, and you'll see that when you do see the artwork. You can see now I'm pointing out this space that is in between each of the cabinets and the board that I had her to purchase that we'll use to fill in that space. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the word concoct up a area in the back along the sides of the cabinets to fill in that gap in that area. As you can see here, I'm pointing out the wall that I was speaking of that she can use to add some beautiful artwork or shelving later if that's what she wants to do. But as of now, we're going to add a beautiful piece of artwork. Going in with some paint, we're using Bare Whisper White in it to give it more of an open, airy feel and very light. While viewing the artwork that is going to be coming up in the video, please take a close look in it and let me know in the comment section if you notice what is in the actual picture that you'll see. Once done with all of the painting, I'll go ahead and remove all of the doors from the hinges along the cabinetry. It just makes for easier painting rather than having them up, so that I can get along all of those edges and get them. Remember to place all of your screws or your hardware in one area and making note of labeling each cabinet and where they go back, because a lot of times they don't align back up in their original positions. Doing that detail work with your cabinetry, sometimes you have to cut out little niches and things like that. So just be aware of that and label it. Be on the safe side. Again, this overview of the area once I have removed all of the doors from the hinges, labeling each cabinet and where they will go back. This is a can of paint, beautiful blue color, very deep, very rich. Took a trip out to the local hardware store to pick up a few things that we'll need to complete some of the projects, and of course picked up a little home decor along with that. This is what it's looking like as of now when I have painted the actual trimming around the cabinetry. Chose a beautiful wallpaper at first we were going to go with a tile, but that was going to require getting a tile saw to cut it. So I made the suggestion, let's go with a beautiful wallpaper in a peel and stick that is easy for me to apply and to still have that beautiful, again, huge impact in the space, especially in a small space. Wallpaper does that in a beautiful, excellent way, especially with the geometric lines and in this gold and white print. And it adds that touch of modernness that she was desiring for the space. Spring came over, which was definitely a plus because I was getting very tired, and I love the fact that she's tall and I'm not very tall, so she was able to reach in a lot of areas that kept me from going up and down the ladder. Appreciate all your hard work, my beautiful friend. Once done with that, again, this is the overview piece that I used to fill in the space, joining both of the cabinets together. Took another trip to the hardware store, had to pick up some knobs and some casters as well, which you'll see on the upcoming DIY project that is going to be done in the space. We had some more help, again, not allowing me to have to continue to go up and down the ladder. Again, he was not height challenged as well, so he was able to apply all of the doors back on the hinges without even using a ladder, as well as placing all of the knobs in the space. Here's another DIY project because I wanted to fill in that area that I just showed you on the previous clip, which was the space between the washer and the dryer. And you can make something like this very easily. Bought some pine lumber that was already 2x6s, and then I just went in, measured it out for the entire space in the width, the height that it needed to be, and customize it for the area, which in the end is going to turn out to be a pull out where you can use it for even more extra storage down below that you don't have to reach up and get things. But again, it fills in that gap between your washer and your dryer if you have that space. And again, this was an easy project. I used all of the tools that she had on hand, and which was basically a circular saw, and I used screws rather than doing pocket holes because I didn't have a pocket hole set to make pocket holes. So again, I used what was on hand, which was screws and again a circular saw. Once done with that, I'll give it a beautiful coat again of the continual use of the beautiful deep rich blue color, which was again paint. Okay, yes, the screws are showing, but that's okay. We're not so worried about that. So we're going to go ahead and paint the outside of the cabinet. As being done along the wood piece, I did not go in with primer. The paint already has a paint and primer mix inside of it, and it adhered excellently. It did not soak up the paint. It only took 2 coats of paint, and this again was a Behr brand paint. What you'll notice in the video is I'm going to add the casters next, but along the video towards the end you will see once I add the casters to the actual roller box that it did bring it up higher. So at a later date we're going to go ahead back in with some smaller casters on the piece, as well as take off a little bit on the lower portion of it. Well, I'm going to do that. All of that being said, and all of the DIYs that has been done in this beautiful space makeover in the laundry room, it is complete. I will come back at a later date, update you with the actual light fixture that will be added to the space as well. But as always, stay inspired, moving, creating something beautiful. If not for yourself, then definitely for someone else. This has been Chanel. Thank you all for joining me. Stay tuned to the end of the video, and you have a wonderful day. Bye for now.